What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Defoe. Today I'm making a video. I'm going to talk about my fishless cycle on my 90-gallon, how I got started, how it ended, and just kind of take you through a walkthrough on what I noticed and kind of what I experienced, since I couldn't really find anything exact information on how things went. I know it's different for everybody's cycle, but just kind of want to tell you little tips that kind of made it easier for me. Before you begin, I would suggest knowing what you want to do as far as fish. Do you want to put all your fish in at the same time? Do you just want to do a few at a time for a week or so? The reason for that is when you initially start, you want to know how much ammonia you want to dose according to the beneficial bacteria that you need to build for how many fish you're going to be storing in. If you're going to be putting in a lot of fish all at once, you want to make sure you have good beneficial bacteria that's going to be able to get rid of a high amount of ammonia in your tank. So what I did here, I started my tank on March 1st. Took about a week to really decide, did some research on what I wanted to do, what kind of fish I wanted. From there, I kind of got everything where I wanted it, and I added my ammonia. I added my ammonia about 8 parts per million. I also got added some coral sand to help with my my pH in my water. From there, let it run for about a week. That's when I saw my ammonia drop. When I saw that, that's when I also started seeing algae growing in my tank. So I was pretty excited. I didn't want it to just take over my tank, so I ended up turning my lights off. During the cycle, I had my lights on 24/7. I also had my heat going at about 83 degrees Fahrenheit, and also had a couple sponge filters going, making oxygen in the water. So with that, a couple days after that, that's when my ammonia fully disappeared. Once that happened, I started adding half the dose of what I started with. So I started with 8, so I started dosing 4.0 parts per million daily. I did that for about a couple weeks. That's when I started seeing nitrate, so I knew it was getting close to my tank being cycled. This was the hardest part for me to really. I wanted to get my fish right away when this started happening. But good thing I waited. Once I saw that, and I saw my nitrates drop off on April 5th, so about 5 weeks is what it took. It could have actually been 4 weeks that I could have got it done. So once that happened, I did a 50% water change to get my nitrates down. I also added ammonia to keep the bacteria going. So I only did 2.0 because I knew I was going to be adding fish soon. So I did a 75% water change the next day. Got the nitrates down to 40. Did another 75% water change. Got it down to 10. Once I did that, I knew I was ready. Went and got my fish right away within 12 hours. They said when you do a water change, you don't want to add ammonia if you're going to be getting your fish within 12 hours. If it's going to take longer than that, you're waiting for your fish, I would suggest adding some more ammonia to keep those bacteria flowing. So once I added the fish, bought about 22 fish. I had one die. It was probably pretty stressful for him. Did a couple days feeding. And yeah, everything went really well. Fish are doing great. Just kind of gave you an idea of what I have in the tank, or what I'm going to be getting in the tank. I'm actually ordering some fish from KG Tropicals, and want to give a shout out to Alex too, who sold me the fish, and he also got them from KG Tropicals too, from John. So here are some of the fish I have. You can see there, a little close up. Venistus, male pheno, so on, red empress. That's probably my favorite in the tank right now. So yeah, go up there and I'll show you the tank, and kind of show you what I have on the tank. Alright everybody, so here's my tank. 90-gallon. Got LED, 2 LED fixtures up there, Phoenix fixtures. About 100 pounds of coral sand. I wanted a lot of sand because of how many rocks I actually have in there. I'll close up. My kids are in the background. Big old Venistus. It's my red empress. I picked this catfish hiding in there. It's a little cloudy today. I actually made some homemade food for them and tested that out to see how they liked it. Grinded up some broccoli and some garlic and some peas and stuff like that. They seem to love it. Probably do another water change. Probably do a water change tomorrow before I get my fish Friday from John and KG Tropicals. On this tank I got a 110 Aquaclear HOB filter. Also got a Aquatop 500 UV 500 underneath. Plenty of filtration. 2 sponge filters. So yeah, definitely happy. Can't wait to get more in this tank. Look at that, I think I'm feeding them. It's always a good sign. Well guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'll try to help you as best as I can. You guys have a great night.